Still got snow on the ground. In an effort to not destroy my bike, I'm gonna do some work on it, change over to GP shift. So for the ones that have this should be about the same for the 1295s, 99s, and everything. So GP shift, for those of you that don't know, is when you just change your shifting pattern. Instead of going down to go into first and then up for the rest of them, it changes it backwards. So up for first and then down for all the others. And for all of you normal riders and stuff, it's probably not going to make it that much of a difference. But if you're on the track, imagine yourself leaned over, you know, to the right or so, right? See, the camera's leaning because I'm leaning like an idiot. When you're coming through a corner and you're trying to accelerate and get it stood up, it's so much easier to just push down. And so that's why most racers and stuff push down for, you know, they go to GP shift. Is something I got used to and I really like. Now we have, usually what you do is you just take this little knuckle and you flip it upside down, and that's how it works on almost every bike out there. Well, we have the auto-blippers, and so you have to actually change out this cable here. And so you're not changing the cable, but there's a little connection that you can change. But one of the things that you'll find, the boys are riding. One of the things you'll find is you run into clearance issues with this knuckle when you flip it back up. So you literally flip this 180 degrees, and when you do that, on this bike specifically, you're going to run into issues. So the Panigales, and I'll put a link to the exact kit I got and everything, comes with a new knuckle to help with the clearance issues, but you also get this little adapter right here. And for those of you that want to know how to do this, see red and black, when you flip over to the other side, all it's literally doing is flipping the black and red wires. And so even though it's 3 wires, it's just positive, negative, and ground. And so you could actually just, you know, jump this without having to buy the adapter if you didn't want to. But you follow this little line back, it tucks up underneath here, and it's actually even conveniently labeled here in some cases. But this guy right here is black, blue, and red, and I'm confident that that's the one we need. Get this little plug here. You will see black, blue, red. Snap. So easy. And then we're gonna pop it back up into here, into where it went, and then I'm gonna zip tie it because I'm anal like that. And so fingers here and get into here, this little knuckle bolt, so that I can loosen this off, and I have my stand and everything else in the way, so this is going to be a rather painful process. So through the magic of editing, we won't have to sit through that. I'm pretty sure your eyes aren't broken. So you can see what I'm seeing here. I just opened it up real quick, moved it out of the way, tightened it back down, so that we can get a bit in. But it's still in the way. So you will have to ultimately move this out of the way. It's going to leak, you're going to have to bleed it, but that's what you're going to have to do. Alright, one bolt, little thing. Hey, what do you know? They use thread lock too. You should use thread lock. Thread lock's amazing. It's cheap. Easy, cheap insurance for not failing in life. Use thread lock. Maybe a little bit more loosey-goosey on this, because I bet you it's got a little groove for the bolt in there so that it can't ever come off. It's got teeth to touch it, but the bolt going through, there's probably a little bit of a socket or a groove that this thing fits in. One of the things I find weird about this bike is look at the goop that they put on this thing. That just like came out of setup. That's the $300 setup fee you pay for, is freaking nasty ass goop all over your bike. For free. bolt. Lift you out of the way, slide you off, and just as I expected, you can see right in there the little groove that bolt sits in to retain it so that it can't slip off the side. So simple, easy. A little nut here. With this thing because it's got the teeth on it, which will not let it do what I want it to do here. Because as you can see, what's going to end up happening is I need this back here. And actually I might have this thing on backwards. Let's see. There. So she can go on like that. But teeth wise, she needs to come up. So just put that in there loosely and test it here. So down, we got no more. And then the ups, we'll have more slack when I change it back, but put this guy back where it needs to be though. Right there. Alright, so I've got it on the outside and it ain't gonna work. It needs to be on the inside. I need the rod to be farther into the bike. So off she comes. Try number 86. Beep. Radio edit. Alright. Bracket goes like this. I know this because I failed really hard multiple times. Here's the original. And if you look at the side, you can see why there would be clearance issues. It just sticks out too much. And so usually on most bikes you can just flip them, no big deal, but it won't clear the rear sides with it. And so I'm gonna have to put this in here and play with the angle. Maybe up, straight up and down is where it can go. I don't know, we'll see. But when I last tried it, failed really hard. All right, let's try it like this. Alright, so if we go with it like this, the foot pedal's way too far down where I don't like it, so I kind of need it. I want it up a couple more teeth, about right here-ish. But we got to be careful because we're tapping it a little bit. Just tap it in, tap it in. Alright, so bink, right about there-ish. Way too much. Me gusta. Like that. That's actually, that might be the one. I'll have to see here though, because of that. It's not good. Let's see here. Alright. Flip her around, put her on. Bolt in. Not like Michael Bolton. Just bolt in. Alright, so where we're at here, boom, one, down. I think that might be it. This might be the final spot. Alright. That's pretty much ideal for me. So, just to give a little recap here, took it out. We ended up flipping the arm over because there's clearance issues with the wire getting stuck right in here, which we don't want, naturally. And so you pull these back up here a little bit in the zip tie just to keep them away from the chain, because that would be no good, no bueno. Alright, and actually what they do is they stick it out around here outside of this little banjo bolt. So now I just have to bleed my clutch and it'll be good. As always guys, if you like the video, please like and subscribe. Trying to grow the channel and it really helps out. Thanks a bunch.